My favorite moment was discovering the channel itself, AfroHub by Sipho Klebo. I knew it was perfect for me. That was a favorite moment. um, the book review of Baba Credo's in Daba My Children, when she said that it's the Black people's Bible. Amen.
Greetings, my name is Nombilo Ndlovu and AfroHub turns a year old today. Well done to Sipho and the AfroHub community. I believe that this is a community that has been created and all the videos have become sort of like a reflection to say, what do you think about certain topics pertaining to Africa, whether it be about African spirituality, about being African, about how we sort of like present ourselves and what it means to us. And my best video I think so far has been the purpose and alignment, because as a youth we struggle to find our purpose, and this has been an eye-opener to say, have I found my purpose? And to help me find my purpose, it asks questions, it's reflective questions that allow one to sort of like self-develop, like what do you burn for? You don't need to be a president, you don't need to be a well-known artist, but in your own space we're in a journey of discovery to find our purpose.
Another favorite moment is the video dropped on last year's Heritage Day. It was perfect. That our African spirituality is our heritage. That was a favorite video.
Of course, I had to include the AfroHub community into the celebration. I mean, what is the celebration without the community? So then I asked you guys on my Instagram and Facebook pages. If you haven't followed me yet, go to my Instagram page at @bsipoguhle, where I've asked you guys to send me a 30-second video of your favorite moment on AfroHub. Yeah guys, so we are getting into the video, celebrating hashtag 1 year of AfroHub. Yeah, so to treat ourselves, on my right I've got this delicious Ferrero Rocher cake with water, and then over here this is where we will be watching my reaction video to my first video of AfroHub. You know, last night before I shot this video, the only thing that I had in my mind was that I was just going to react to the video and then, you know, keep it light and fun and, you know, jazzing. And then last night before I slept, I was watching someone's status and they were playing the song by Benjamin Dube called Ngikondise. And I saw the 30-second status, and when I listened to that song I was just like, okay, that was heavy, need to listen more of that. And I downloaded it, and the whole of last night before I shot this video I was listening to that song, and when I was listening to it I started feeling heavy on my soul, and I started crying uncontrollably and just continuously, and just thinking about, you know, my journey, you know, to AfroHub, my journey to shooting this first video that I'm about to react to. And I was like, I have a responsibility to deliver content that is exactly as is. And you know, what is my first video without, you know, the journey of going to the first video? You know, my first video of 2021, which is my Finding Your Purpose video, was a basic summary of my life. I tried. It was like a 15-minute video, which was quite long, but you know, I wanted to capture it as is. So last night I was just thinking about, you know, just the journey to the YouTube channel. You know, I was trying so hard when I started the YouTube channel not to include Imboni Uzulezwe to the channel. But, you know, the more I was going through the channel, the more I just realized that he could not be a part of this, because he facilitated my process of my journey. He's the facilitator of my journey, you know? And, you know, just thinking about, you know, being handpicked to be a part of the RCG Youth Academy, which is a group of brilliant young African minds who were put together to bring African solutions, you know, for African problems. And I'll forever be grateful to be a part of that, because that also played a huge part into, you know, AfroHub today. Not only did Imboni just, you know, facilitated through teachings, physical teachings, but also in dreams, and also with the meetings that we had with the Youth Academy, being able to, you know, grasp some of his wisdom, and just listening to that, and just being given the privilege of being a part of those meetings, all played a part into, you know, the AfroHub that we have today, the Sipoguhle that you see in front of you. And I was just thinking about just how AfroHub came about, you know. It was back in 2017, and Imboni Uzulezwe and Izulu was just revealing more and more of African spirituality. We were getting truths about Christianity, and just, you know, that straight line of where we stand as African people in terms of, you know, our spirituality and who we are. And I remember in that service, it was a Monday service, and I did not go to the spiritual home, and I was listening on Mixler. And he ended off the service by saying, what are you doing with all these truths that are being revealed to you? Do you just listen to them and then go into your corner, or what are you doing with them? And I will never forget, you know, that question, because I took that question and I allowed it to bother me. You know, I took that question and I made it mine. And I feel like that's such an important act of responsibility, being able to take, you know, someone else's vision and making it yours, because you know that when you make it yours, then you own it and you push it, you know. And I remember that question, what are you doing with everything that is being revealed to you? I remember it just coming to me, and I allowed it, you know, to bother me, instead of me getting this question and just feeling like, you know, not now, you know, I just have a lot to do, you know, just pushing it away. But I allowed the question to bother me. I allowed myself, and I accepted the question and, you know, the heaviness that came with it, that what am I doing? And I remember bothering Pihlakalo, the creator, and saying, Pihlakalo, what am I doing with these truths? And I remember bothering my people that, Bantu Badala, what am I doing with these truths? Sipoguhle, what are you doing with these truths? And I remember that same night, on that Monday, and I was working graveyard shift, and I remember it was about 2 a.m. when it came to me that start a YouTube channel. And I remember just being like, okay, I'm alone, it's 2 a.m. and now start a YouTube channel. And I remember feeling like, I'm sorry, what? A YouTube channel? Me? A YouTube channel? No ways. And I just wrote it down, start a YouTube channel, and then I just left it as is. And, you know, from 2017, starting a YouTube channel, you know, started to becoming a part of me, because more and more was just, I was being taught, I was being groomed, I was being reprimanded, I was learning more, I was having spiritual experiences on my own, I was, you know, learning more about who I am, who my people are. Why do I need to do this? Who are these people? What is the point of this? Why? You know, not just getting something and just blindly following, but understanding why, so that it's easier to take that and to make it your own. And I remember, you know, getting the logo of the channel and just, you know, writing all these things down. I didn't do much with it. I'll just, whenever something comes, I'll just write it down. I had a notebook called, you know, YouTube channel 2017/2018. And just writing down, whenever I think of a topic comes, and I just write it down. A logo, write it down. And I remember now, fast forward to 2 years later, after I now got, you know, that I need to start the YouTube channel, and we got called by Imboni Uzilezi as the RCG Youth Academy, and we had a meeting with him. And I remember when we were told about this meeting with him, and I felt like, you know what, I need attention Zulu. I said that. I need attention Zulu. There's nothing more frustrating and painful when you have, you know, your own spiritual experiences with no one to validate them, where they just, you're getting these validations, you know, on the, like, you're getting these validations on, you know, the spiritual side. You're getting validations in your dreams. You're getting validations from your people. They come and talk to you. You get all sorts of validations, but not in the physical. And I remember that always being a stumbling block for me, feeling like, okay, I get all of this now. I get it. I accept it. But now I just wanted something in the physical to just assure me that you're not crazy. You know, this is all not crazy. And I remember going to the RCG Youth Academy meeting that Imboni had, and I fasted for it. And whenever I'd fast, praying every hour for like 6-hour fast or whatever. And I remember just thinking that I need attention Zulu. I need attention Zulu. You know, I just needed that validation to say, you're not crazy. This is something that you need to do. And the meeting started, and so I prayed to Izulu, and I begged Isithunywa. I was like, I want the attention yomgcotshwa. I fasted for his attention because I need his attention. I need him to assist me in this. And I fasted this morning. I ate fruits. Nakulumi. Even when we got there, I was just quiet, listening to my music. I wasn't talking to anyone. The only thing I was thinking was, Zulu, I need attention yomgcotshwa. Dinike attention yomgcotshwa. I was like, Stuna, give me attention yomgcotshwa. So he came in. Guys, it is such an honor. I was handpicked by Umgcotshwa to be in the Youth Academy. I never applied. He just picked me. And he took time. A person who's called for the continent took time to spend time with us as the Youth Academy. And we sat with him. It was supposed to be for an hour. We sat with him for 2 hours and just talking and talking. So then he started with his question, and he was like, what's our role as the academy? Why did he create an academy? And then he looked at me and he was like, Pendul. Like, I was about to talk, and then someone just stand up, and I was like, flip, stand. And I stood up, and I was like, I could feel that I was not me. Like, I could feel that my answer was not coming from me, because I didn't know. I don't know. Why are we here as the academy? I don't know. But I stood, and I was like, God. So I was like, okay, I'll see it on the next. So I also told him that, like, for example, now I'm starting a YouTube channel because but it will be so much easier for the youth to relate to me than to relate to Utat, because it's not that easy to just listen to Itishin's Katat. But if I come across as just a young person who has found this journey and who just wants to share the experience with others, then I can get souls and I can spread the African message. That I was just like, wow, I guess it's a lucky pick for me, because she just answered even my next question that I was gonna ask. And he was just like, wow, I'm very impressed. She answered everything very clearly. It was a lucky pick for me to have my first pick, and a person just answers everything so fully. I was so impressed with my answer. He kept on like referencing, and it's like, my next question was gonna be, what are you doing as youth at your space with Amaqiniso Wam? But she's already answered. But now she's starting her own YouTube, which is so Tata's core message today was like, why is spirituality so relevant for young people? And I feel like this was answering me, because now I need to find that relevance for my YouTube channel. And yesterday I was starting with the YouTube channel, like the background and everything. And I feel like namhlanje Tata just made everything so clear. We need spirituality more than tradition, because tradition speaks to the way you live life. It speaks to your mind and how you live in your flesh. But spirituality speaks to who you are. With tradition, a person can go out of the way because they're using their mind. So with tradition, that's why you get like children who grew up in the rural areas, and when they come to the city, they become totally different people. Yes, they were grounded by tradition, but tradition wasn't speaking to who they are and their core self. But with spirituality, there's something guiding you. You are now so aware of who you are. And now you understand that there are certain things that you can't do. Even if they would take out all the rules that now we are signing a lease agreement that we won't arrest you, kill somebody. But with spirituality, even without those rules, what's inside you doesn't allow you. So now he's saying to us that even peer pressure is nothing with Umtana who is under his spirituality, because his spirituality, there's something guiding you. You won't succumb to that pressure because you understand yourself. So that I was highlighting the relevance of spirituality to young people. And for me, that was just like a go ahead, that go to those young people and give them the message. They must find their spirituality. This is the answer for everything. And the most important thing that I got from him was the previous generation, your core, they had quality, they had morals, and everything they did with quality. Our generation has got innovation, we've got ideas. That's why we can start businesses very fast. But we don't have those morals, so that's why we'll start businesses and kill ourselves. That's why we'll start them and stop halfway, have drugs and everything. But he says with spirituality, you'll have both generations. You have the generation of morals, and you have a generation of new ideas and innovation. And with that, success won't complete you, but it'll be part of it. I had to make these videos because I'm so full. Like, my spirit is so full. I spent the whole day with Umtotra. I learned so much from him. And he even gave us McDonald's. I'm blessed. I'm sick in another way. That's why when I got home, I was just like, I can never thank Umfihlakalo enough for Mizolam and just for being under such strong leadership, Katata. And I can only hope and pray about Umdipini spirituality within me, because I need to now start being a role model, because whatever I do here will affect my future. In the future, they will take my past, and we need to find a very clean past. And those kids that will be listening to me, they need to see that I'm practicing what I'm preaching.
The first question that he asked, why did I start the youth academy? What is the point of the youth academy? And then he looked around the room, and then he just pointed at me. Pindul. And I was just really shocked. I was like, and he's like, yeah, how? And I remember standing up, and then I answered. And, you know, all I can say is he was just too excited. He was just literally like, I took the words right out of his mouth. He was just like, like that answer. That's why I started the Youth Academy. And in my answer, I also got the opportunity to tell him about, you know, this thing that I needed to do to start my YouTube channel, and also to study African philosophy, being the drive and the fire behind African spirituality, being part of the scholars that will, you know, redefine what it means to be, redefine African spirituality, redefine what it means to be an African, redefining African stories. And I remember the excitement that he got from that, you know, that she's going to start a YouTube channel and she's studying African philosophy. And he just gave me a go ahead. And he was just like, yeah, big. And for me, those words were so important. For me, that felt like, okay, I'm not crazy. This whole thing that I need to do, studying African philosophy, starting the YouTube channel, it's not me, you know, finally. And, you know, fast forward now, you know, to, you know, getting closer, you know, going through, I mean, the summary is there in my 2021 video, going through my no social media phase, cutting my hair, no friends, you know, isolation and all of that, and just that journey, that process of up and down, you know, but allowing yourself, you know. I was thinking a lot last night about the word alignment and what it means, surrendering, giving yourself up, allowing yourself to be shaped, being helpless, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to say, I don't even know how this is going to work out, but it's something that I need to do. Being able to say, these are my weaknesses. I need you guys to help me out on this. I need, you know, I need divine intervention on this because this is my weakness and this will hinder wherever I need to go. You know, being able to be honest with yourself about your weaknesses, being able to, you know, to be shaped, to be broken down, to be reprimanded, you know, sometimes, you know, doing exactly what you're being told not to do and then having to face the consequences because you're tasting, because you're trying to see, you know, and all of that. And I feel like the most important thing that I learned, you know, well, part of the most important things that I learned was just to not act on an idea. You know, when you get an idea, you just want to do it. But to wait for the idea, to allow the idea to mature. You know, whenever I think of an idea or a concept, I always think of the process of pregnancy, you know, allowing it to form into a human being, allowing that idea to tell you how it's supposed to be done, you know, because, you know, back in 2017, it was like, start a YouTube channel. I didn't even have a camera. I'm like, well, what am I going to talk about? But, you know, but it's like, when I let the idea and I accepted the idea, and then the idea just started to reveal itself, getting topics. Idea started to reveal itself, just getting random money, buying the camera, buying this, preparing for the channel. And then I remember, you know, 2020 was the most, I've never been so scared to enter a year the way I was so scared to enter 2020. Because I knew, I could feel it, that it's now time to do this. It's now time to expose myself. I've been in hiding, you know, learning, growing, and all of this. And now it's like, I could feel that 2020 would be this year that was just out of control. The year where I just get pushed to now, you've been being prepared, now go, let's see if you've been learning, you know, now it's time for practicals. So yeah, then, you know, 2020, starting the channel, you know, on the 22nd of February 2020, at 17 minutes past 10, 22:17, that's when AfroHub was born. That's when AfroHub was gone. So we're gonna be doing a reaction video. I've got my cake in here.